Making sure this thing don't fall off. Alright. Hey everybody, it's your boy, SergDragon, and with me today is Mikey Henry. A link to his YouTube page will be in the descriptions down below, along with Xavier Hill, who will be here at my place to watch Stomping Ground in just a bit.
And also, Terrence Manfrey, don't forget him, your King Majesty, King Terrence. Also want to give a shout out to the other members, Andre, Chris, Delvin, Pharaoh, and Renee.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll all be here today. We don't know about Delvin. He didn't.
No word on him yet.
I don't know.
Or Chris.
I gotta find out.
Or Chris Petrie.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know. He said he doesn't get to tell us if he's coming or not.
So all we have is Andre, Terrence, Pharaoh, and Renee.
But today we'll be covering, since we have the time, we're going to go ahead and cover Impact Wrestling Review for June 21st of 2019.
First up, the undeniable Tess Blanchard take on 1/4 of OVE, Jake Christ.
You sure it's Christ?
Yeah, Chris. Jake Christ.
I'm about to say Christ. I thought his name was Chris Brothers.
It's Chris.
There you go. With Tessa Blanchard being the so-called underdog, she ended up whooping his ass and proving that it is not just a man's world. Even though right after that we have Sami Callihan dragging Madman Fulton, the Giant, and the other Chris brother, Dave Chris, trying to get her, and she got away safely. Next after that,
Eddie Edwards' music hits as he hits the ring to attack OVE because he has a scheduled match against Madman Fulton.
Yep. And then we go and move on to that one. We showcase who won and lost.
Madman Fulton got the job done. The courtesy of Killer Cross.
Yep, thanks to Killer Cross having a footage on the Megatron, I guess we would call it, the big screen. He actually is saying that he has his teacher, the Sandman, hostage and doing a, what do you call it, waterboarding? That's a torture. First time ever seen on Impact Wrestling. That's messed up.
And that's why he kidnapped Sandman.
Yep, and he ends up leaving the ring to go after him after losing the match.
And then backstage, his wife Alyssa tries to warn him that he's walking into a trap set by Killer Cross. She was pleading him, don't fall, and he wouldn't listen because...
No, she was actually telling him that this ain't you. And she's screaming at her that this is me. So when he finds out that the person under the hood was not Sandman at all, it was just a dummy, or should I say, poor bystander.
Or whoever it is.
Yeah, poor, that's what you call it, a poor bystander.
Yeah, whatever you call it.
Yeah, poor sap. And he ends up getting jumped by Killer Cross in the back. And his wife tries to tell him to stop, and he said, oh, Killer Cross, he actually said, more. And this is the part where it's edited, but it's good for television because of the fact that you see him biting Killer Cross.
Oh my God.
And you don't see Killer Cross, but you see the makeup that is all the blood running down his cheeks and his chin and his lips. And his wife is horrified.
Could not believe
she's horrified. She's running.
She cannot believe she saw it.
We got a new face
oh my God.
to Eddie Edwards.
Next up, Moose versus Tommy Dreamer. And Moose got the job done.
Yep, sadly to say. Moose was wearing green and gold. What was the town they were in? That sucks. They didn't say.
What was the town?
Yeah.
The Big Apple, New York City.
Ah.
Yeah, the Big Apple.
But they don't have green and gold football teams or basketball teams, do they? I don't know. I don't know sports.
No comment. And then after the match, Moose looked to send a message to RVD for their match at Slammiversary next month
in Dallas, Texas.
Yes, Big D. Next for the match, when he continues to attack on Dreamer, Moose is about to go coast to coast when RVD makes the save, forcing Moose to retreat.
Yep.
And then backstage, Taya Valkyrie, oh my gosh, makes a deal with Rosemary if she has time to take out Havoc and Su Yung. She'll receive a shot at the Knockouts Championship.
I like how Rosemary told her, the Demon Assassin told
Valkyrie.
Yeah, Taya actually.
Taya, yes.
Because she's no longer a Valkyrie. Because she even said it used to be a goddess of thunder.
the throne.
Yeah.
And now she has a new attitude, the local...
And now you need help from people? It's like, that's different because she's pampered because she lives in Slamtown. She's what you call the mayor's wife. Because she's Johnny's wife. That's what she is.
And after that, she defended her knockout champion against Su Yung with Father James Mitchell and Havoc.
Yeah, it ended in disqualification because of interference of Havoc.
And
Su Yung was, no words were said, but Su Yung was not happy that she could have won the title, and that was taken from her.
And then, like you just said, but James Mitchell instructs them to attack Taya. Just as they're about to, Rosemary makes the save. And then Mitchell announced that his anniversary, it's going to be not only a fatal 4-way, but you're not going to believe this, a monster's ball.
I tried to tell. Oh, that's even better.
That reminds me of DK, made by Crazy Steve, and not to mention the Monster Abyss, because he is the king of the Monsters Ball.
But that's the thing, though. This is going to be a fatal 4-way with 2 dark women. Three dark women and 1 woman who don't want nothing to do with a Monsters Ball. And she's the champ. She's just looking at them saying, no, I did not sign up for this. No, we're not doing this. No, that's not happening. No, please, no. She's going to office. She's doing the office meeting. Go, God, no.
And I gotta say, tick tock, her 30 days are gonna be over.
Oh shoot, she's got to defend it at a pay-per-view. Yeah, she's got to defend it at some point.
Her
Oh, 1 second. We'll be right back. I got to answer this. Alright, and we're back.
Well, like I said, a Monsters Balls match reminds me of the Monster Abyss. He is, of course, the king of the Monsters, but
where is he?
I don't know. But if you ask who's gonna win, I'm gonna take a walk. I have to go with Rosemary because that's my
favorite too.
Yeah, Rosemary, because Ty's time as knockout champ's gotta come to an end. So I'm going.
How Taya doesn't keep the title?
I don't know why she went to the Impact match and tell them that. Did she tell them, or did they ask her not to?
Yeah, worst case scenario, Su Yung actually obeys Father James Mitchell and actually allows Havoc to win, helping her in that fatal way for her to win the title. Unless Su Yung doesn't like how she's just being used. Because she used to run the Knockouts division.
I said it before, say it again. Father James Mitchell is one evil, sick bastard.
Oh, I see on your phone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news.
Oh my God.
Can I set this up?
Go ahead.
First up, we have the Ace Austin himself claiming that he is the future of the X Division, but the future of Impact altogether, not just the X Division, but the world title picture as well, saying he was unpinned and untapped. He says that there's nobody that can stop him, and he dares somebody to stop him. We hear unfamiliar music, courtesy of this being an open challenge, and we see 3 letters. I was skeptical at first. I'm like, who? Because I haven't heard from this guy in so long. And apparently, from WWE to return to Impact Wrestling, yes. TJP, otherwise known as
TJ Perkins
Maverick. He's
I
back.
Can't believe it. Because the action is fast and furious right off the bat as TJP goes on the attack. As Ace attempts a top rope hurricane, but TJP counters into a mid-air powerbomb. Thank you.
Ricochet. We watch it on the computer right now.
Yeah.
With no sound.
Yeah, no.
The kickoff for Stomping Ground.
Like I said, TJP hits a huge crossbody followed by a modified GTS to win in a shocking fashion. Next up, LAX. Conan tells the Rascals that
he's in the treehouse and he's smelling all that shit. He's like,
who's in the tree? Conan or the?
Conan, he's in the treehouse.
Yeah.
He's in the Rascals area. He came to visit them after last week. Not to mention the fact that he's asking, who's got it? Pass the puff. It's like, I don't got it. None of them got it. They're just smoking that stuff in the room. They don't know who's smoking it, but none of them have it.
Conan warns them that if they don't change their ways, their match with LAS at Anniversary will turn into a massacre.
Because it's all about respect.
And also you mentioned, how many minutes you got?
No, it's Renee. I see from here. Our boy Renee says he's here. Give me a sec. Let me keep it recording. No, he's not here yet. He's way down the street. All right, let's go ahead and next thing while I watch up.
As you mentioned a moment ago, Eddie Edwards is in search for Killer Cross, but it turns out it was a trap, and Cross never abducted the Sandman.
Yeah, we covered that part.
And then you're not gonna believe this.
What?
You're not gonna believe this. On the OV cam, you're not gonna believe what Sammy Callahan did. He challenged an intergender match against the undeniable Tessa Blanchard.
Gender and intergender.
Intergender.
Keep going.
Gender, man. Thank you.
I have to say that because I was having difficulty like you
I
are right now.
don't know how you pronounce that.
I had to practice off
me
screen.
Me too. But when Sammy Callahan challenged Tessa Blanchard, I'm thinking, I hope to God Tessa Blanchard whoops his ass.
Boom!
Because she saw what she did to Jay. But
yeah, keep on. Get my drink.
I believe that's that. Damn.
We'll go back on that later.
Yeah.
Keep on.
And then finally to wrap up Impact, the triple threat non-title three-way match. SB's champion Rich Swann versus Johnny Impact versus Mike Elgin.
Mm-hmm.
Both Swann and Johnny fly over the top rope, taking turns, crashing into Elgin on the floor. But that wasn't
Michael Elgin.
Yeah,
I was like, who are you talking about for a second there?
The man that injured.
I know.
Willie Mack.
Big Mike. Big Mike, as he's called.
Yeah. Like I said, Elgin connects with a double German suplex on Impact and Swann. And then Swann takes Impact off the top of the Hurricane, sending him crashing into Elgin on the mat. Then Elgin hits Swann with a Celtic Cross. Johnny follows up with a standing shooting star on Swann for the 2 count. Swann hits a double handspring cutter, taking out both Elgin and Impact. Elgin puts Swann on his shoulders. Impact follows up with a springboard kick into Swann, but he counters and hits Elgin with a Hurricane. Impact attempts Starship Pain, but Elgin avoids it. Impact hits Elgin with a Spanish Fly, but Swann immediately hits Impact with a 450 splash to win.
Yeah, Rick Swann with the win, and then it just gets havoc from there. Oh man, we got both Johnny and Michael Elgin beating up Rick Swann and what's left of the worn out Willie Mack. But then out of the back comes the return of the Machine, Brian Cage.
Right before that, Elgin attempts to take out Swann, but he reverses it and ends up taking out both Elgin and Impact. Swann is standing tall when Johnny Impact's friend, or whoever the hell you call it, Johnny E. Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, Impact's friend hits him in the gut with a red X, and then like you just mentioned, who came out of nowhere?
The Machine.
Brian Cage music hits and clears the ring of Impact and Bravo.
I also want to point out that the whole time that Brian Cage was laying waste to Johnny and Johnny Bravo, Johnny Impact, Cage was the Michael Elgin was just watching and like, I'm not impressed. And he tries to take him out and gets knocked out with a mean lariat, aka clothesline. And he tries to get the hell out of there, knowing that the Brian Cage is better than ever.
And like I said, nobody thought he would be cleared to return, but then Cage stared down Elgin and a brawl breaks out. Cage hits Elgin with a huge powerbomb to stand tall. These two will meet with the world title on the line at Slammiversary, and I hope to God Brian Cage whoops Elgin's ass.
You know, I'm guessing because he was trying to choke freaking Rick Swann with the Ultimate X. You saw that? Them eyes.
Why the hell would you bring up a big old red X?
Because that's going to allow him to cash it in. And I wouldn't be surprised he already plans on cashing it in at Slammiversary for the X Division title against Rick Swann. Don't be surprised.
And that's how Impact came to an end.
Thank you for watching, and I'm happy to have you with the video. I was hoping to do this
with Terrence, but apparently he had other things, so...
Mm-hmm.
But you were just too busy at work on
Friday. That's something else we can cover too.
Oh yeah, one thing you didn't mention? Yeah. 205 and NXT.
Yeah, we didn't. So we'll cover that in just a second. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video.
Thumbs up.
Give it if you didn't.
Thumbs down.
Hit that subscribe button, like the content, and hit that notification bell for the next Heaven's Monsters podcast.
Don't forget to check my YouTube account.
Hell yeah, it's in the descriptions down below as always. Peace out, y'all.
And we'll be back with NXT and 205 Live.
Yeah, buddy.